welcome back to First Stand 2025 here at the desk. Guys, I have to say, usually where I come from, we like to eat oysters, and I feel like the oysters decided to fight back today as we see Driver with some crazy dance moves after the 2-0 sweep against KC.
This is so good. That's the Scion dance, and we got to see why they do like their sub-in situation.
The Scion
he
dance.
He plays the Scion, the Gragas, and the Jax, and he got to drive one of his champions.
He's also better.
He's
at dancing,
emoting
so
on us. Hello.
So he can celebrate.
He's
and
emoting
dance
on us.
the nerds
Hello.
to
That's the
win.
real reason.
Nice,
Yeah.
nice. They know exactly what they're doing, honestly. A really convincing series from CFO here today. Who would be player of the game? I feel like the choice is obvious.
Junja was magnificent. That was where all the focus
What is this
was
Azael
to be,
tweet?
and he
You know it's bad when I don't even want to make fun of EU anymore because I feel like I'm punching down. Azael! The only reason you're punching, the only reason you'd be punching down is because I'm shorter than you, not because we're at a different skill level, buddy. You're on the flight home 1 hour after us.
Once again, I feel like he
Bro thinks he's staying longer than us. 1 hour max. That's it. There's no punching down. We're same,
He
buddy.
comes down here. He targets the bot lane for the second time in the series, and really, he had a sight set on that bot lane early on to get Khalees behind, to get his bot lane ahead, and then of course he comes up here to the top side as well. He was just everywhere, and it's really clear
Bro,
what the game plan is
G2.
for.
Of course, G2 are finding ways to dunk through the finals so he wouldn't get embarrassed at first. And another Dylan Falco masterclass. Bro, shut up.
Yeah, his
My
control
region is so
really good.
cooked.
And one
It's
of the things that
crazy.
we didn't have
My
time
region
to
is so
actually
cooked.
show is toggling the vision on the play where they picked Yike in mid lane. They got vision, and Junja walks up. He just acts like they don't know where he's there, and then they pincer onto Yike, and that's how they get this big pick onto Yike. And honestly, the control difference was just insane.
Yeah, absolutely beautifully done. From CFO, closing
Let's see what the
thoughts maybe
analyst
for
desk
this
has to say
matchup
about
on
that
KC.
game.
It's going to be do or die in the next matchups.
That's it for KC, right? They're close to eliminated.
Probably gonna be dying.
Yep, they're out. They're basically out.
Maybe we do like a therapy session or something for.
Ah,
EU
yes, the EU fan. Good job, EU fan. I know all the focus is going to be on how bad EU is, but let's start hyping CFO. Now, you're very valid for writing that and respectful, but also good idea. Let's distract people from the fact how bad we are. It's a win-win.
I feel like after that loss to
Yike with a
before it's
3,
very
23, and
close,
5 in their
we're
last
ahead
4
at
losses.
the beginning of game 3, it just feels
I
like it's
wonder
all
what
been
Caps is
downhill
doing right
since
now.
there,
Chilling
so
in a pool with Night Faker and Quad. Vlad, he's on his way. Does Knight speak English?
It is tricky. It's,
EU
literally
is
should
currently
show
the
up
worst
or
region in the
go
world.
home.
That's
We'll
wild.
see if they can shift things around for the next matchup that they're going to have against TES. But looking at the next matchup, it is going to be Team Liquid versus Top Esports. And we want to focus on bot lanes. Yon versus Jackie Love is the featured matchup presented by Mercedes-Benz.
We turn our eyes
Well,
to
that's
the
not funny
bot lane
anymore.
in today's featured matchup presented by Mercedes-Benz. As Jan faces off against Jackie Love.
Yike, now going in, trying to lock up the Lucian. Knight disengage coming in from Core, and Yike's just about to get deleted.
Give one slot to Los Ratones, they can actually make the region better. Gilius. Good take.
Jan Star
Chat, there's 5 regions now. There's LCK, LPL, LEC, LTA, and APAC. That's it. There's 5 regions in League of Legends Esports. And LEC just lost to these 2. So right now,
It'd be very nice if you guys
after
supported us
Humble Life.
instead of that one guy who was screaming at me. I'm pretty sure that guy had a Jackie Love jersey and he was like,
oh, I put LPL chat, not LBC. It's LPL.
It sounded like that.
I guess after the day 1,
Last time they faced was at
this is what the regions look like.
where Top Esports 3-0'd them, with Jackie Love only dying a single time in the entire series.
Disciplined in the face of the flank, not going to give that window, not going to give that option. Yawn, hand delivered by 369. TN stepping up, and everybody on the side of TL dropping down.
In this matchup, can North America's rising star Jan take down the world champion Jackie Love?
A decisive matchup here today, and it was a decisive matchup last time as well.
Oh, the
because it
APAC
ended
region's
up
called
well.
LCP. Oh, well, okay. Yeah,
I feel
LCP.
like Jan is coming in really hot. I mean, off that Lucian Nami game with him and Core JJ,
Dom just wrote,
actually
I ain't
really
ever
juiced.
seen...
I became a believer.
Dom just wrote to me on Discord. He said, I ain't ever seen
I'm
dog
actually,
shit get 2-0'd
we got
by
a nice
CFO.
taste,
That's
you know,
all
we
I'm
gave
saying.
you,
And then he
now
put
I
this
want
picture.
more. I'm looking for another a little upset here over Top
Okay.
Esports.
It definitely will be an upset, but Jan may be a believer a little bit as well. He played Lucian, and I'm here at the LCK, at least for me. We're not big Lucian fans, but I saw that, and I was like, man, this guy can actually play the pick, and He's going to have to step it up again. He obviously played incredibly well against KC, so he's going to have to be the hero today if they're going to win.
Yeah, I mean, their bottom lane in general, because they have such a strong lane phase, they were able to get Core JJ also a lot of room to roam around the map. They set up so many traps with him controlling vision, camping on plays. That's something he does really well with a lot of those engaged champs.
Absolutely, and 369 actually was the one saying that Western teams are usually pretty fast at figuring out the new meta. It feels like
why are you
there's
linking
not
those
going to
tweets,
be a
chat?
lot of differences today. I feel like Yon and the rest of Team Liquid know their priority here at First Stand. They have their eyes on APA though.
Yeah, I think a lot of teams, when they play TL, have their eyes
SEA
on
gang,
APA.
we rise.
Maybe it's the mustache, you know, it draws a lot of eyes. It's also
SEA
the
gang
pool, you know, the conversation.
Listen, SEA gang, we've been getting along for a while now, but you're starting to piss me off, SEA. You're starting to piss me off.
A big thing of focus with people trying to target ban, you know, his Ziggs, his Talia, again, I really think it doesn't have the biggest spotlight, but people are more starting to fully recognize it now as one of the super duper power picks for him. And so I think, you know, 369's, you know, correct.
Yeah.
In that area.
A lot of respect. And honestly, after the performance from TES yesterday, I'm expecting more from the top lane, from 369, but from the entirety of the lineup. So how do we expect this one to go, considering what we saw from Team Liquid and what we saw from
Chat, in 2018, 2017, 2019, EU was dangerous, man. We were like the second best region in the world.
Talking about APA
how
they're very fast, the Western teams at figuring out the meta. Certainly, it felt like top esports.
I'm just going to draw a timeline for you, okay? I'm just going to draw a timeline for you so you can visualize it, okay? This is 2025. This is 2015. Okay. So, semis at Worlds 2015. 2016, semis. 2017, I think semis.
Give us some hope, Kobe.
2018 Worlds, finals. 2019 Worlds, finals. 2020 Worlds, semis. 2021, quarters. From then, nothing. Okay, then I'm just going to put one timestamp. Okay, so this is 18, 19, 20, 21 quarterfinals, and then we've not made anything. Oh yeah, 2022 quarters. 22 quarters, and then after that, nothing. Yeah. Here, Cagel retires from pro play.
Thank you so much, guys. I'm cautiously optimistic. That is, I felt like I was walking into LoL Park today. I was like, yeah, feels like it's a bit more even. You know, TS coming off a loss, TL coming off a win. Sure,
I rest my case.
As soon as I sort of walked in, everyone was like, nah, man. It's not really, that's not really how it's going to be.
We're all about the optimism.
I rest my case.
Yeah. Look at the bright side.
Exactly.
There is a
Both
pattern.
teams are gonna win.
I don't want to point it out too obviously, but I think you can see it.
Both teams are going to gain something out of this experience.
Hey, there we go.
And, I mean, personally, I'm excited about the mid lane, you know? Because when we think about Cream's rise to fame, right?
Yeah.
Lucky.
Yeah.
Doinby, Knight, Scout, incredible mid laners. And now he goes up against, I would say, one of the titans of the international stage, Yapton America himself.
Yapton America.
I mean, a man that
can't yap to the test because they don't speak English probably. They have no fucking idea what you're writing.
He is the player that they're keeping their eyes on.
Yeah, maybe the biggest advantage that top esports have is that they're not an English-speaking team. And so the all chat not necessarily going to be as powerful.
True. That's a great point. That all chat superpower.
Exactly.
Significantly less effective.
Well, we'll see whether he does it anyway, because he probably will. And obviously, a lot of these players would understand. So maybe he'll just go for it. This last time around, it's been mentioned a few times, but TL didn't have a great time when they were on the Rift against top esports.
We spoke to Spawn about it.
Yeah, and he said that they took a whole lot away from that series. In fact, almost everything from that series, and said that League of Legends has become a different game now. We should probably figure that one out. And from what we saw yesterday, looking pretty good, and we'll have to see whether they're going to be able to put that to the test moving into this game.
I'm excited because I know for Team Liquid that they've got a lot to prove to themselves in this matchup, just because of how significant the last time that they met was for the team and how it really did change their perspective on how they want to approach the game as a team. And so I think they want to